Hello everyone, I am Uni Knot with Japan Import Tackle. I'm here today with Carlos. We received multiple questions and inquiries about our, we call it JDM knot. I'd like to talk about it today, hopefully to answer some of your questions. So the first knot I would like to introduce is a double uni knot. This is probably the most common and easiest to make. The problem is strength isn't there. Also, this knot is very large. So this knot is for smaller fish, for panfish, small bass. That should be okay. But if you are a monster hunter or going after large species like salmons and trout, I probably wouldn't use it. Again, this is the double uni knot I would use for a smaller fish. So second knot I like to talk about is the Albright knot. This is also a very popular knot that connect braid to fluoro or nylon leaders. Albright knot is much stronger than double uni, so it is good for bigger fish. I would definitely use it for monster bass or salmon trout species. But the problem is this knot is very big. So if you have a micro guide system, this won't go through. So if you have a wider guide rod and you are targeting monster fish, this is the knot for you, and this is relatively easy to make. This is the Albright knot. The third knot I like to talk about is the FG knot. This is probably the most popular knot for monster hunters. This is extremely strong knot. I love them and good for monster hunting. But the problem is this is so complicated. You often make mistakes. Even the pros do make mistakes. So there are a lot of tools out there that help you with it. One that I have here is a Daiichi Seiko Knot Assist. These two will help you make complete and strong FG knot. The fourth knot I would like to talk about is the Shintaro Knot. This knot is developed by Suzuki Shintaro, the Japanese professional anglers. Now this is an improved or modified version of FG, much simpler to make. Also, this is actually smaller than FG knot. So if this knot will go through the microguide system, so if you are monster hunter, bass, any species, you want to target the big fish with a small guide system, this knot is extremely useful for you. We are going to talk about how to make them. You probably don't need special tool for this. It is easier than making FG knot. So stay tuned for more instruction. Again, this is the Shintaro knot. So the last knot I want to talk about, this isn't even a knot. This is a loop-to-loop knot, we call it, for very small diameter line. This knot was developed by a Japanese area trout fisherman, and it turned out that this is the strongest braid to leader combination knot. And I don't know if you can see this or not, it's just a loop-to-loop and nothing to it, but it's extremely strong. And this is the knot that I use for my trout setup or super finesse bass fishing setup.
What's the poundage that you recommend this line?
I usually use 9 to 10 pound braid for bass, 6 pound leader. For the trout, I use 6 pound braid and a 3 pound leader. And this is how small that is.
And you need to use this line, or you need to use this line tie because the line is too thin, or you just...
Right, when you use, let's say, a 3 pound leader, you don't need FG knot or Shintaro knot or any knot. You know, 3 pound test is a 3 pound test. So whatever knot you make, you will lose some strength. And for some reason, this having loop to loop tight neck, right next to each other. I mean, it's not even tight; it's just loop to loop. You won't lose any strength power there. I did experiment many times, and that's the knot that I choose for finesse fishing. So I'm going to show you how to make Shintaro knot. For this test purpose, I'm going to I'm gonna use this colored braid. This is a 30-pound total braid. Don't matter what braid you use. First thing comes first. Make a loop end like so. You have the small sinker. I'm using just 1 ounce bell sinker. This is the one end. Then you have your leader line. You have it about a foot. Wrap around the end like so. You want to wrap it about 10 times. Something like this. You pinch the end so line won't go to the wrong side. Going to swing it. I did about 20 times. You can cut it. You do 1/2 hitch. I'm gonna have to use the finger saver. You cut the leader end. Half hitch 5 times and use the end knot. Go through the loop twice. So once, so twice. That's the Shintaro knot. So the last one is the double loop knot. Again, I will use it for a thin line, but for demonstration purpose I'm using a bigger line. So double loop is just a double loop. You make double loop on it. Here's one double loop, one loop. That's the braid. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Simple. Again, this is the strongest braid to leader combination for a thin line.